Welcome back to Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Panhard EBR 75 FL10. It's the Tier 8 French light wheeled vehicle, and we're located on the south spawn of Pilsen under my command. Well, it's another video to show you what Panhard's all about and how you can actually play this little vehicle. It's quite unusual. It's also very difficult to learn how to play, but it's well worth it once you do learn how to play it. And I've just been requested to platoon with somebody on my team. It's the IS-7, and we formed platoon. Okay, battle started. Now, I've engaged cruise mode, so I can go up to 80 kilometers an hour now, and I'm rushing into enemy territory to get first spots on the enemy. Now, it's usually quite dangerous because the view range on this vehicle is just in the 300 to 350 meters view range. So if you do spot the enemies, normally several of the enemy have seen you before you see them. So you need to be aware that it can be very dangerous. And we've spotted somebody, a Wizzy 132, and I'm getting out of here. Oh, somebody fired at me. But there's more than one enemy. There's a Leopard 1 up there as well. Now just look what you can do here. Up a cliff, right up on top of that cliff, just like that. You don't have to drive around the cliff, you can just drive straight over the edge. And I've got good suspension, so I can drive off the cliff as well. Now I know that there's an enemy nearby, that AMX. Just see, can I drive up this cliff? Yes, I can, but oh, over the edge. I'm up again. Now, I noticed something when I was looking at my minimap just then, is that they've left the side open on the west side of the map. There's a corridor open so I can go into the enemy territory, and I don't think they know that. They're all busy in the factories, they're not paying attention to where I am. So I've left the area on the east side of the map, and I'm now zooming over to the west side of the map, and I'm going to go zooming up that corridor. We've got our Arty behind me, he's just fired. I'm going to go over the railway line. Oh, big jump. And now I'm going to zoom up this side of the map so quick that they won't be able to do anything about it. You see as I go flying past them, and they can't see me at all. Well, at least they can't see me. They're about to see me behind them. Yep, the T-28 Croc just saw me. Yep, he knows I'm there. I've got 6 sense now, and he's firing at me. And I'm moving about to avoid their fire. My IS-7 teammate, yeah, the Proc just fired at me again. And I'm moving about because I'm looking for the enemy Arty. I'm on an Arty assassination run. And I found him. Here he is. Locked on, fired one round, missed. Fired the second round, missed. I'm reloading. It's really difficult sometimes when you miss your rounds. I stop. The T-92 was aiming at me. He's turned towards me. I fire one round in and fall off the edge into the water. But at that moment, he's wiped out by our Leopard prototype. So I come out of the water again and hit by the Rhine metal bore sig. I've repaired my wheels with my small repair kit. There's the bore sig. I'm not reloaded yet. I've still only got one round in the chamber. But I stopped for a sec. I've engaged standard mode, not cruise mode. Now I'm back onto cruise mode again, I think. There's the enemy Leopard. I've gone around the other side of the cliff. Now I'm going to come up around the cliff. I don't think he expected me to do this. And now, okay, now he knows where I am, and I fired a round into him. HE. Got 2 rounds into him, one of those for 299. But he did hit me again, and I've damaged my wheel. I didn't use my repair kit, but it will be repaired very shortly. Okay, it's repaired. Now I'm going to go after that Rhine metal bore sig again. Oh, he fired a round into me, 233, but I fire one back and kill him. Okay, now I've fixed my tracks again. I'm following around this side. There's an object 430. We've got somebody capping in our camp. I'm going to try and help get a reset. I'm going to ignore the 430. I'm now going to dash back to my own cap as fast as I can to get that reset. Okay, quick check. Nope, nobody there. There's the Leopard. Now they've got the reset, so there's no need to worry about that. But I'm rapidly approaching that Leopard. I'm going to try and kill him if I can. Going between the coal pits, trying to stop him seeing my approach. Round the corner, over the top. Okay, now I can get him from behind. Oh, he's killed before I can get a shot. I'm going to go up the cliff. Okay. It's great at doing that sort of thing, leaping up cliffs, going over places where you wouldn't normally go. I've used my repair kit again to do all my repairs. Actually, I used my my first aid kit there. Right, in cruise mode now. I'm trying to find that object 430. My platoon mate in the IS-7 is approaching. Now I'm going to try and approach from the other angle. So if they're going down round one side, I'm going to go round the back and try and attack him from a direction he isn't expecting me to come from. Oh, I was seen. He must be round the back then. Now I'm trying to think which direction do I go from if he's already seen me. So I'm going to go around this side because there's the prototype. Yep. Object 430's seen him. Okay, I'm going to try and come up alongside. Oh, come around the corner. And, oh, he totals me. Yeah, he was ready for one of us. And here comes the IS-7. And he ram kills him. And that wins the game. I was just a bit too over-eager to take out that Object 430, and I wanted to approach him from an angle where he couldn't see me, but he'd obviously seen me coming from the other side, so I had to change direction. Otherwise he would have expected me, and unfortunately it didn't work out so well. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats, and we can see that there was no classification for this at all, no first class or second class. It was just the standard battle, and I picked up a 5 for effect. That's all I managed to get during this game. So I just did more damage than the hit points of my own vehicle. And you can see, in fact, actually, I only managed to hit 2 vehicles, the T-92 HMC, who I didn't manage to get kill, and then the Borsig, obviously, who I did manage to kill in the end. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see, according to this, I was well down the table, 1,112 hit points of damage. The high scorer was the IS-7, my platoon mate. He managed, or was he the teammate? No. Yes, it was him. He was my platoon mate, sorry. He managed to get 3,812 hit points of damage, and he got 2 kills. I only got 1, unfortunately, in that game, which puts me, again, still well down the table. When it came to base XP, it was the Skoda T50 who did the best. He got 1,048. IS-7 managed 839, and the EBR managed to get 690. So I was mid-table on that. If we look at the detailed report, we can see I fired 8 shots. I got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, damage of 1,112 hit points, of which 4, all of it's at close range. 4 hits received, 2 of them were penetrations, 1 non-penetration. That one must have gone into the tracks. In fact, I'm pretty sure that was one of the shots from the Borsig went into the tracks. And 1 hit as a result of splash damage. I think that came from the T-92. I spotted 2 enemy vehicles. One of those was the T-92. I damaged 2 of the enemy and killed 1 of them, and did damage assistance of 529 hit points, and I think that was the T-92 by spotting him. On a premium count, I earned 53,088 credits, got 29,198 for completing the Christmas missions, so I actually ended up with 82,286, and after repair and ammunition resupply, remember I just used standard ammo throughout either APCR or HE, I actually ended up with a profit balance of 71,192 credits, which is not bad going, but if there hadn't been the holiday bonus, it would have only been about 50,000 odd at most. In fact, actually be slightly under 50,000 given these figures. Yes, probably about 42,000 credits. So the Christmas bonus certainly helps. I earned 1035 XP, got 569 for completing the mission, 104 for being a premium vehicle, so I took away 1708 experience points altogether. And again, if this had not been the Christmas, I would have just walked away with about 1100 XP, so not that great. But I did last the entire battle and had a lot of fun running around. It's a very fast little tank. It's fun just playing it because of its speed. But if you noticed in this battle, I did see a target of opportunity, a way of getting behind the enemy lines without the enemy stopping me. And I was able to zoom up the west side of the map. Now I could easily have done that on the east side of the map as well, in those bushes, and attack the enemy from their vantage point overlooking the coal pits. Now you could have I could have gone around the back and attacked them from the rear, or alternatively I could have actually gone along the hedge or the bushes, zoomed out of the bushes and up over the top of the cliff where they were looking. So I actually sort of like almost landed on top of them in the process, and then caused absolute mayhem before I just disappeared off into the distance to the north to locate where their Arty had got to. So yeah, it's a fun tank to play, and I'm sure it's going to be causing a lot of problems for RTU players in the future, but only after they've learned how to handle it. And you can see what happened to me in this battle. I didn't come at that object 430 correctly, and as a consequence I got taken out. And I've seen many of these EBRs taken out by Arty because they were ready for them coming, and they were able to shotgun them and take them out of the game. And it is a big target to shoot at when you do see it coming. It does come at you very quickly, but you can easily hit it if you see it broadside as it's coming towards you. And more than likely they are going to be trying to come towards you at an angle, because if they do, obviously it's a lot more difficult for you to aim accurately at them if they're moving fast. So I would definitely recommend keeping an eye on where the EBR is spotted on your minimap if you're Arty, and if you're in an EBR, I recommend you try and sneak up on the enemy Arty so that they can't see you coming, and then you can do a lot of damage to them before they can do anything about it. But if they do see you coming, you're probably going to die because they'll shotgun you. But anyway, it's going to be a great deal of fun as soon as they bring this one out. Now, I'm going to do a couple of replays in the EBR by Yo Mamas, who also had one for the period, and I'm hoping that his replays will be as good as mine, and I think they'll probably be better, actually, because I think he did get classifications. So we'll see how those progress, and I'll do those replays next. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it will be Yo Mama's replays I'll be doing in the next video.